Double check one thing here. We're doing a handshake, and we'll be off to the races. All right, test. How's my volume doing? I'm going to color code these guys and then be able to focus solely on the match here. We have a yellow, we have a blue, and we have a red. Zam is red, I believe. And Django is blue. I'm going to double check that's all working good. Yep, we have blue moving first, so makes sense to me. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I had that same thought, AB. Yeah. AB. These are a lot of hyperspace legal upgrades. But no, this is an extended event. Let me get the bets going. I know you guys love that stuff. It's on my thing. We got bets going right now. So you can go ahead and put them in. I'll put up the Choose the Champion poll. And I think that is everything I need to do. I'll double check the dice cam's working here. Yeah, I'll be fine. Dice cam's working. That should be good. So we're going to start the commentary in just a second here. We'll do a little intro as you guys begin those betting. Professional voice. Hello and welcome back to Gold Squadron Podcast live at the Lone Star Open in Allen, Texas. I'm William Hegwood, filling in for Dion on this Friday afternoon. We're at Heat 1 of 2, Round 4. Looking for the top 16 today to move into the cut. We have two meta monsters in this matchup. Keenan Childs is flying 2 Separatist fire sprays, and Mathew Schlueter is flying 3 Jedi Knights with the Delta 7B, and Shak T with a Predator for her 3-dice primary reroll and a Tractor Beam to give her 3 dice in that full arc. I have the betting open right now. If you're watching later on YouTube, throw it down in the comment. See how you did later on. Find out if your prediction was correct. If you're joining us live, throw it down. Don't be stingy on them points. Make a commitment. See if you are going to be correct. So let's break down. I mentioned Matthew's list. Remember the Jedi have because of that 7B, have a 3-2-3-3 stat line. And they also have the intuitive controls, fine-tuned controls, allowing them to boost or barrel roll for force after they fully execute a maneuver. Shak T's ability is able to hold on to a focus or evade by spending a force. Normally you see it used on herself, but can also support these Jedi. They do have a purple evade action they can utilize. So a little bit of a support ace there. And we're going to be closing bed pretty quick. So as we see Zam boosting in. Both of these fire sprays loaded out the same. We got Treacherous for defensive rerolls. Oh, look at that. What a move. We got Treacherous for defense, or not defensive rerolls, just defensive tech. If there's an obstructed shot, you can actually reduce the damage from the obstruction by a ship. We'll explain more if it comes up, maybe throw it on screen. We're going to see first shots here, so close the bet, some Russian. See if you can beat me. No, I got you. It was a quick one. Sorry about that, guys, but these players are ready to fight. Might want to turn the dice cam on here. Django's going to start us off with, did the 4K. So easy evade there. From Django, and Zam sneaking around from behind, has an unobstructed shot into the rearmost Jedi for the exact same roll. Crit blank blank. Easy force charge. Spinature and not a problem. Sorry guys, I missed that couple last bets there. I apologize, but these guys are getting right into it. Alright, see what the 7Bs have to say in return. Focus for 2 onto Django. Double blanks. 2 shields quick onto Django. Nobody has Arc on nobody has Arc on Zam, so Shakti will hold on to her evade. No, it was 2. Yeah, so the main part about this Dooku, the most interesting part in my opinion, or interesting part about this list is Dooku. The opportunities, anytime a dice is rolled, to be able to call a result and make the dice something. Now, you might ask why Django did that 4K right into the middle of the board, and it's for the thermal detonators. The thermal detonators, as fire sprays, love to do this. They want you to chase them so they can drop bombs, and they can utilize their most powerful asset, which is the rear arc and boost. Both of these ships do have false transponder codes as well, so they're going to be able to throw out some jams if necessary. But the what I want to say is that Shakti went with a cheaper loadout. Normally you might see her with a marksmanship, auto blaster, R7, A7 combination to be putting in some crits. This one's going for a more traditional, more traditional in hyperspace of tractor beam and predator, but the tractor beams just aren't going to be as effective against these medium base ships. You're going to have to put 2 damage into them. 2 hits into them, rather, for them to be effective. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, the Jedi, I mean, they could just cruise along about where Shakti is and just kind of barrel roll, extend down their range a little bit. It might be a fake out though too. Well, Bulger, that's what I'm saying. That marksmanship and auto blaster is in hyperspace legal. We are in an extended event, the last I checked. So we are able to equip those upgrades. But I mean, the tractor beam though, it provides a cheap way to get a 3 dice arc that is meaningful out to range 3. And being able to tractor beam ships off a Jedi Knight. That's one of my favorite things about the tractor beams, is blocking a ship and then tractor beam that ship off of the ship who blocked you, so that the blocking ship can shoot the ship without any actions then. Super, super cool. Oh, let's get this future champion off the board because we closed that. Let's see how those bets were going. About 50-50, 26 to 25. Okay. I mean, these are this is actually a good matchup just for a snapshot of, you know, some of the high tier competitive play that we've seen online, and transition over into what? Am I wrong? I'm a crazy person then. Hold up. Hold up. Let me pull up my list before I say anything else incorrect here. Well. Well, I recant everything I was talking about. And let's start reframing this then in the hyperspace mindset. The people calling me out are 100% correct. This is a hyperspace. No, that didn't work. I can give you a link to the list. I most certainly can, because I was just looking at them to see. I was like, if I find a non-hyperspace list, I'm gonna call them out. But yeah, it was all hyperspace. Wow. Been so focused on the matchups and stream and everything, it totally slipped my mind. Didn't even think about it. That makes a lot of sense why we see less and less First Order. Only one appearing today. And Resistance also. Because they have, you're missing out on the BBs, you're missing out on Rey, or BB Blues and Rey. Yeah, it's the format. You know what? I honestly hadn't noticed. I mean, people were flying good lists, regardless. Like, look at these two people. Like, if I saw these two lists in extended, I wouldn't even bat an eye. Alright, so let's get back to the game here. The Jedis did avoid the thermal drop there. Zam's going to be sneaking around. So Zam boost out? Or do you just lock here? You're not in any arc. Yeah, just takes the lock. I'm going to jam off the evade. Wow. Alright, false transponder going away. I mean, we had a big major hyperspace event. I mean, I like hyperspace. I think it's got interesting challenges for most factions. The sequel factions, I think, are hit the hardest by it, and Scum basically can do whatever they want. They have all their best tools, so hard to say. Now I forgot what I was doing. Got caught up in the fire sprays. Nope, I lost it. Oh! Let's, oh, that's what I was doing. Thank you. I was getting these false transponder codes off. So that's Zam's false transponder code. Gone for reference. I'll check in the thermal. I think it just might be one. Let's check the dice here. See what gets rolled. We got one for the blue Jedi. Takes the damage. And one for Zam, takes a string. All right, so thermal goes off, hits a couple ships. And we got the first attack here. Range 1. So Dooku's a blank, I heard. Wow. So a single crit going through on Shakti. Disabled power regulator. Alright, and then this is a lock for 3 onto Shakti. Oh no! So he's got 4 dice because of range. And fully blanks out. Wow! An early attack here by the fire sprays, and Shakti is dropped. Schlueter, I wouldn't say so. Not yet, anyways. Got 2 out to Django. Range 3 obstructed. Ultimately takes 1. So 3 down on Django. And Shakti taken off the board. I mean, that's really the power of... we saw 2 debuffs. We talked about this last week on the podcast, that in my opinion, debuffs have become a staple in the powerful lists. We've seen it with the false transponder code being the main one, but also Paylob, Keenan, the Hawks in general, being able to prevent your opponent from doing what they want to do is very powerful. And we saw 2 of them right there. That was a jam from Zam. Zam. And then the Dooku a blank from Django at the same time. It was too much for Shakti to overcome. And ultimately paid the price with her life. But did also, to be fair, rolled 3 natties into 3 blanks, so, or into 4 blanks. So I can't say much about that other than that's variance. That's X-Wing. Alright, Bolger getting some macro level play strategy here that these Jedi Knights can't dawdle anymore. They need to go after Django. Django's already 3 damage down. He needs to be a priority target. I'm laughing at the chat, not at these maneuvers. So they need to... I know, right? It is in my head now. So they need to figure out a way to corner one of these fire sprays. Keenan doing an excellent job here, being able to control the battlefield. Took a big risk early on with that 4K. Had to know that the Jedi were not going to be converging on that spot, being able to drop the big thermal detonators. I think the advantage there is that there's those two big rocks in the center of the field. The Jedis can't quickly pursue. They're going to have to wait out the bombs. But while they're waiting out the bombs, we have Zam coming around from behind. Just absolutely beautiful. We call it bait and switch, or rotating out your ships. Classic strategy of ace play. And to be fair, if Han's an ace, these fire spares certainly are. I would probably call them fast turrets, to be fair, but how they're flown the best is they're flown as an ace. Arc dodging, getting flanks, trying to stay out of arc. There's only 2 agility. There's not a lot you can be doing. Alright, range 1 from Zam here into the Jedi Knight. That's blue taking another shield.
I talked to the bartenders and they gave me candy, so.
Thanks, Tim. Tim delivering me goodies here. Glad that everybody here's having a lot of fun. There's a lot of tension on the table right now, but everyone's having fun. I would say, oh man, except for maybe these Jedi Knights. They need to figure out something quick. Yeah, I gotta put up a sign that people can hear. If they talk to me, they're also talking to the stream. So. 52 V1. Myself, are you having a stroke? I'm concerned about you. Alright, we got Zam card thrown down. It is honestly the weirdest thing to see Zam cards actually played in real life. I love it, but also it's very interesting. The different styles where people put their Zam cards and whatnot. Oh my gosh. Look at these maneuvers here. Blue's getting out of there. Oh, 52 V1s. Yeah, it's because it's hyperspace and there was 13 Imperials playing today. So I could see why. I mean they come in like 6s as well. So I mean, yeah, you figure half of those. That actually makes a lot of sense. So let's see what the last night here did. Going to boost. Now, they are clear of thermals this round, but they need to either turn in on Zam or go hard on Django. Have to make a decision. All right. Boost focus. Zam's finally going to clear the string. And a boost. Even Monkey Lord, Zam got strained by a thermal detonator, actually. That's a fair question because there's no gas clouds on this board, so. Yeah, and Django doing a great job showing how you fly these fire sprays. Bait, kite, utilize that rear arc. Like I said, the rear arc and boost is the most powerful tools the fire sprays have. Looks like he's gonna hang out and shoot. And jam off the, oh no. Didn't jam it off? Well, it's gone now. And we're running low on thermals as well. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Let's see what the dice results were. Gonna spin the lock here for 3. Django the blank because of the ability, and takes 1 onto yellow. Ooh, I want to talk about that Django ability. Let's finish these combat shots though first. Then we'll talk about Django. All right, so this is Zam. Just 1. No problem. Time for the Jedi. So range 3 back to Zam. Dooku's the evade. Oh, Marcel, I see it now. I see what you're talking about. It's a template holder. I'll move it slightly. Or I could just do this. Look at that. I'm going to just double check one thing here. While we are into this planning phase. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. We got another thermal detonator drop here. And the Jedi see it coming. Marcel jumping in the chat. Good to see you, Marcel. Glad you could join us in here, even if you just came in here to bash the matchup. But, you know, it'll be fine. Oh, my gosh. Wow. The banter going on around tables. Certainly everybody's having a lot of fun. Because I can hear their fun from here, that's for sure. Let's see. So these Jedi, they're avoiding the bomb, trying to find a better pursuit lane onto this Django. And we'll see what Django does to slip out of here. I have to imagine a hard 2, but the Django ability is really important against these Jedi. Shutting down their focus mom is as good as jamming them a lot of the times. So I'll probably expect just a 1 bank. Really being able to keep the distance between these Jedis. So we'll find out what Zam's doing here. Just double checking who is target lock. All right, got a red lock on the range 1. Oh my gosh, who called it? Smaller. Wow. Smaller called it. Talon roll into the corner. That's gonna be, because what that's going to do is allow a lot of blue actions, or excuse me, blue maneuvers to start this Django change. Everybody forgets about the Django ability. I'll read it out loud to you. Did they? Oh, they're just about to roll. I'll wait on just a moment. To force. All right. Double evades. So red takes 1. Not so bad, not so bad. Showing the resilience here. All right, shots back. Just 1 out to Django. No problem. And that's it. Nice. All right, so let's read down that Django ability. Because there was a bit of confusion about it, and we always talk about, I always talk about it just because we rarely see it, to be honest with you. So, Django's ability says, while you defend or perform a primary attack, if the difficulty of your revealed maneuver is less than that of the enemy's ships, you may change one of the enemy ship's eyeball results to a blank result. So, you do a blue, anybody doing a white or red has one of their eyeball results changed to a blank. And that's super important because these Jedi do not have evades, so their only means of defense is that focus token or the force. So it's really good against ships like that to be able to push the damage through in unexpected times. But these Jedis aren't out yet. They got Django potentially cornered here. Can all converge all arcs. He's only got 8 health. Has the potential to do a lot of damage to him. But we'll have to call the maneuvers just right to try to catch this slippery ship. Ooh, Lord of Britannia asked, this ability works against purple maneuvers. So, purples are the most difficult maneuver. Oh, thank you. Purples are the most difficult maneuver, but a ship cannot be forced into one. So, like if you have damage engine, on a Palp shuttle. You do not have purple hard turns then, which would probably be better for the Lambda, to be honest with you. So the very specific case, so that it doesn't change them like that. But yes, in theory, every maneuver Django does, including the red ones, would be less difficult than a purple maneuver. Great question. Like I said, I love talking about the Django ability. We just don't see it enough. Do purple maneuvers also give stress? No, they only require the force expenditure. So an interesting maneuver here. If Django did something fast, maybe anticipating a block to either skip over or just run it to make sure that it blocks, just so there's one less ship shooting at you, could be in for some pain. I'm expecting just a one forward from him. But you never know. We'll have to find out. There's a lot of talk about points for these ships. To be fair, the list on the left has an 11-point bid. So if you want my estimate about how much they should go up, 11 points between the two of them. So this list still works. It just no longer has a bid, which you can debate on if that's worth it or not, but that's normally the telltale sign of a list is too good, where it just gets to bring a bid at basically no cost to its own productivity. What are Fire Spirit Blues? Great question. Well, we have 1 Banks, and I want to say up to 3 speed forward. Yep. 1, 2, and 3 forward. All right, Zam's coming in. Has had the luxury. I'm just chilling. Got early on the flank, and these Jedi have yet to turn around and face off against her. You can see how aggressive they want to go. Shoko mentioning. Yeah, so this is a big counterplay against Zam. Just don't look at her. Don't shoot at her. Or none of her conditions work. Don't look, don't shoot. I guess if you don't look, you can't be shooting at somebody while not looking at them. Maybe snapshots, I guess. That's weird. Okay, so does skip over. I didn't see what template that was, though. If it's the 3 or the 4. I would assume the 3. Keep those blues going. Yep, and a boost. Might even get out of Red's arc there. Just came. Natties. Blankies. 3 and... I can't see what it was. I'll check on it in a second. It says Zam, 3 dice into the same ship. And there must have been a damage onto yellow. Or maybe I missed the third evade. That was into yellow. Okay, that's what I thought. Because the yellow was range 2. Oh yeah, there's it's a template tray. There's a lot of tension on the battlefield right now, so we are just letting them play it out. I don't think Mathew's on of it yet, but his chances are getting smaller and smaller. Needs to do something dramatic. Had a chance there with Django in the corner, and just frustrated at the end result there. Wasn't able to get the block. Wasn't able to get any shots. And the fire sprays rolled 7 for 7. That's just... it might have been. Now that I say it like that. Might have been the nail in the coffin here, but still, I mean, 2 unhammed Jedis could pull it off. We could see these red dice I was gonna say unhot. What am I talking about? They could cool off, and we could see them just keep missing and missing and missing. We have, I believe, the last thermal. 1, 2. He's gonna bump onto the thermal there. Oh wow, that hurt to fit? Really? Okay. Fair enough. Alright, they're coming in. Is this a block? It was a block. I saw a little bit of model move. There it is. Nice job there. Django's just gonna 1 forward. Yep. Automatic Dooku. Takes right off the board with the thermal. Oof. Did he not have arc? I don't think he had arc. Nope, Sam into blue. Or no, Django into blue. So, just 1. Django, but then the Force. Remember that Django ability, changing blinks. Just one from Sam. Easy dodge. All right, this is yellow firing. All right. Django ability to blink, or the eyeball into a blink, and the target lock into focus. Brings it back. 2 more. We'll have our first damage card on the fire sprays. Okay. Hit crit back onto Zam. And we'll see what that condition is after losing 2 shields. Alright, we have the double attack. Spending the charges for the bonus attack. No mods though. Just one. Boom, nutties! The Jedi are trying to crawl their way back. We gotta take 2 off of. Yep, we see the Zango, or the Zam charges being spent there. Alright. We'll find out. What these Jedi can do. Was able to withstand the Zam double attack. That's good. You could switch your efforts over to Zam while Django runs away. But it doesn't... I don't think Django's going very far. Probably just a one forward, to be honest with you. Ooh, good call, Merc. We could have seen a treacherous trigger. So treacherous is so goofy to use in real life, though, because you do not know where those closest points are at all times. But I think it's pretty clear in this situation. It would have gone through yellow. Remember, treacherous can choose a ship obstructing the attack. Give that ship a strain to cancel 1 damage. Alright, I think Django is all the way out of thermals, so I am going to take those out as well. As a note, I see how I was marking them off. I thought they were the charges at first, but he's literally got bombs. Ooh. Alright, so chooses to pursue Django here. And we'll find out what the fire sprays did. Just a 1 bank out. Oops, so the 1 bank didn't fit. That's super good for the Jedi. Django stuck in both arcs. If he boosts to get a shot, he might not get out of range of blue. Oof, let me get these dice out of here. Sorry, I know the dice cam's a little bit of a mess right now. It'll be fine. Alright, so this is round 4. As a reminder, everybody, we got 2 more rounds today. 6 rounds tomorrow during Heat 2, and then 5 rounds in a top 32 cut on Sunday. We got a bunch of giveaways to hand down. We're getting closer and closer to those mystery giveaways, and even a ship painted by our very own Tommy Adams. Well, not our very own, but I mean, I'm going to claim him, but he's been helping us out with a lot of ships. They look absolutely wonderful. So let's get the dice up here. Jedi, 3 hits. Force. Let's do into Django. It's starting to get real quiet now. I'm trying to hold my bated breath here, and nothing on that one for the range 3. All right, 99 points for Keenan, 51 for Mathew. Zam is in arc, so I think probably had the B shot at gain a charge and get a target lock, but no effect to be had with that condition. I mean, Django's still not out of the woods yet. I mean, there's a rock right there. I mean, you could 4-4 to Dooku a blank if you really cared. But most likely going to hard turn to his left and be able to utilize that rear arc. Ooh, it's getting intense. Fire and Spray is trying to hold on to their lead. Jedi Knights trailing in behind. This would be a great time to talk about our sponsors. Give a little exclamation point. Sponsor. That's Co-op Print Yards, Curl Paul Creatives, and District Foundry. You'll see them on the bottom of the screen there. Put in the GSP codes for District Foundry, GSP 2021 for 15% off. And you yourself can get one of these Beskar. I showed it to the screen, but no one's looking at me. You can get one of these Beskar holders. Super awesome. Dice trays everybody swears by. The dice, not dice trays. You're like gaming kit. Put all your stuff in it, your ships, your own dice, and be able to travel around with it. They look super cool. Get them in different paint channels. GSP's been using them to be able to get GSP branded swag. It's always looked very amazing. We have some thermal detonator drops. So let's see what the Jedis can do to respond. And this is really, I feel where the, I wouldn't say like lack of piloting skill, it's really just a lack of options, because Django, like right now, Django is blocking a better pursuit lane. So there's not a lot the knight can do. Alright, ends up taking a lock. Knows he's got to put some offense in here. That's a 3 forward. I believe he wants it to stay blue. or he wants his dial to be blue to prevent these Django effects. Yep, so I'm keeping that back arc wide. Reaches for target lock on yellow. What? Django goes into the bombs. Does he hit the rock? Does he hit the rock? Does he hit the rock? Oh my, he's on the rock. That's a damage. That's the second damage. And then he Dooku's the last one to not take any more damage. Which makes sense. Makes sense. Smart call there. Smart call. But absolutely jukes these Jedis. Three dice with the reroll. Range 3 here. Force and takes 2 on yellow. Alright, so let's see. That will end up being, so Keenan's got 124. Mathew's got 51. So we're looking at 73 points to tie, 74 to win. So you have to kill a whole fire spray. 2 more damage on Django, and then turn around and do the 6 damage required on Zam. Certainly not undoable, but a daunting task, to say the least. Joak Skook. I butchered that one, but this is a good way to learn how to fight against them. Even if you don't like the list, it should then actually encourage you more to learn the ways of how it flies and to be able to beat it. So now we've seen Keenan here absolutely fly these things how they should be, utilizing, well, except for maybe that rock and 2 thermals, but but utilizing the bombs, utilizing the rear arcs, the boost, the high pilot skill, all of the triggers, and it is Draco? Escape? I still lost it. I think I'm losing my vision. Squinting at these. Squinting at the ships here. But we have a talon roll from Django. Wow, absolutely calling here this Jedi. If they can get 2 shots into blue, honestly, just this 1 shot could do it. Interesting. I wonder if he's going to Dooku the evade. Or Dooku the blank. I'm sorry. So you have the force miniature there, and hold on one second, guys. All right, well, one of our fans had brought a mouse for me, but I just had realized that the reason Dion didn't include one, I don't have any more USB ports. Rip. All right. Blue Jedi is able to survive that barrage. We'll see if we can survive any longer here. All right, just focuses. Sam comes in. I mean, Django's got limited options. And the Jedi are covering both flanks. So the fast straight and, ooh, the 3 bank? Wow. Absolutely masterfully called here. I can't even predict these Jedi. I'm seeing Django just do it with ease. Dooku a crit. Blue's done. Done. I will see what Zam has to say about it. Oh no, is blue not done? This is Zam into yellow. Nettie's 3. Ooh, Sadus. Well, they're gonna handshake on that, and the fire spray is pulled off in the end.
Thank you to ISO, Danko, Baffle, Trojan, Prophet, Shadow, Tycho, Spice, Raider, Lancer, Fallen, and Row 6, our Grand Admiral patrons, and all of our Gold Squadron patrons and community members. Thank you so much for your support. Gold Squadron out.